Life here today, and we're going to be talking about stroke today. If you go check my previous videos, I talk about my stroke story and everything that happened. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about some residuals that I'm still dealing with to this day. My stroke was caused due to a blood clot, due to me having an anticoagulable disorder. And so, meaning that my blood was clotting and nobody knew about it. This is something that can be caused by lupus, which it kills me every time because I'm like, I've had lupus since I was 12. I'm now 32. And when I had my stroke, I was late 20s, so like 28, 29. And so I'm like, I've had lupus this whole time and nobody knew that I need to be on a blood thinner. So that's neither here nor there, but we're here now. So when I first had the stroke, of course, I had a right visual field cut, meaning that I could not see things out the right side of my eye. My brain was putting in stored pictures that were in my brain already. For instance, when I was driving the car to leave from work the day I had the stroke, I kept on running into the curb because my brain was putting in a curb. It just wasn't the right curb, okay? Now, all those things have gone away. My vision has come back, and I still to this day am having trouble with memory loss and remembering things. So I can remember things that it's crazy how it works, because it's like some things like from my past I can remember. And then it's like my best friend will like bring up stories and I'll be like, it's not clicking. Like, I don't remember, and I genuinely don't remember. And so I know that sometimes people will get upset because it's like, how do you not remember that? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, sometimes people forget you have had a stroke. I mean, I don't know. And, you know, even like from my family, you know, people I work with, sometimes, you know, it'll be like, oh, you remember I told you that? And I'm just like, I really don't remember. So something that I use to help me with this is, of course, my planner. You guys know I talk a lot about my planner, and I am currently using the Passion Planner, and I have this version right here. I also have my Passion Planner Daily, which is this one. So this is just a daily setup. So being that we're going back to school, I'm working on what I'm going to be using my planners for and how I'm going to use them to kind of help me stay on track throughout the school year. As you know, I am a transition teacher, so I work with our students who have disabilities, who have graduated and are looking for careers. So we're working on those more functional skills like reading, writing, math, but for work-based learning. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to use these planners in order to help my students stay on track and myself to have a most productive virtual school year. But yeah, I love the Passion Planner. You can check out some of my other videos where I talk about Passion Planner. I look at it like this. Okay, some things you cannot prevent from happening. Like sometimes, like if you have a stroke, you could have memory loss. And, you know, I have went to go see the psychiatrist, one of those people, you know, like a memory person. And, you know, I don't know what else to do. You know, like all I could do is continue to live life and try my best at everything that I do and write things down. So that's why my planner is so important to me, because it's like I have to write it down. Like if I don't write it down, it's probably, I'm not going to remember, you know, or if it's something like if I don't do it right away, it's probably not going to get done. So, but I know as for myself, to keep myself accountable, like that's what I have to do. And, you know, everybody has to take responsibility for their own actions. You know, if you have a job and you have things you need to do, then that's what you got to do, you know. And so I know for myself, in order to keep me accountable, I have to write it down. And that's why I have planners, and that's why I decorate my planners. And that's why I do the things that I do, because I know that's what I have to do to keep me on track. Other than that, I don't really have any other residuals than just the memory loss. And if you guys have any tips or tricks for things that you do, you know, if you're suffering with memory loss or having memory loss. And let me say this, it's not like I'm losing my mind type deal. Like, it's not like I'm forgetting stuff every day. It's not that kind of thing, because some things I remember. Like, it's really, let me tell you, it's numbers and it's dates. Like, I've had people get really upset with me because I forgot their birthdays. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, like, I'm not intentionally forgetting it. Like, it's numbers and dates. Like, I cannot remember numbers. Like, I can't. And the thing is, I remember right after my stroke, I used to love playing Phase 10. Phase 10, if you don't know what it is, look it up, okay? It's a really good card game. Uno, it's different from Uno, but it's same kind of thing like Uno, okay? So I was playing Phase 10, and I was getting borderline emotional because it was like how you have to do different sets of different things or different colors with the cards. It was like my brain wasn't processing in order to be able to do it fast enough. And so it's like, I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed that I've gotten this far. Like, I can play Phase 10 again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing no problem, boom, boom, boom. But it's like, you know, I'm just, for those people who have recently had a stroke or going through it or feel like the road to recovery is a long one, it is. It's a long road to recovery, but you can get there and you can do it. You just got to be persistent and you got to keep working towards whatever the goal is. Like, I remember when my vision had went away, and I was just like, the doctor was like, it could come back, da-da-da-da. You know, you just got to keep on practicing. So I remember I always used to try to make myself cross-eyed because that was one of the exercises that the therapist showed me how to do in order to try to get it back. And it would just relieve so much pressure and all that stuff. And so I would just keep on doing it. I would do it as much as I could, as much as I could, as much as I could. It sounds really crazy walking around cross-eyed, but I did it and I did it and I did it. And eventually, one day, I was just looking at the TV, which was hard to do as well, because you imagine seeing like a split in your screen, in your eyes, and it came back. And it's just like, it just was a true testament to, if you work really hard at something, then you can achieve it. So I hope this video helps somebody. If you had a stroke and are suffering from residuals, or going through something, or know somebody that's had a stroke and suffering through residuals, please make sure you comment below. Let me hear about it. Tell me about it. Let me know what you're doing, you know, to help you with if you're forgetting stuff or not remembering stuff. Like I said, I use my planner to help me as best as I can. So make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.